Scorpio, welcome back to the channel. Monica Louv here at the Love Messages. So today we will be doing your reading for the first week of May. Now this reading will be general, so it may resonate with you, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be links in the description box if you're interested in a personal reading with me, okay? So in this reading, Scorpio, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, Eight of Swords came popping out, which is indicating that there is this feeling right now when it comes to you, Scorpio. A lot of you feel alone. Okay, there's a lonely, isolating, confused, uncertain energy at this time that is taking place. And we're going to see how this ties into your reading as we go. Bottom of the deck, you have the Hermit. Yeah. So there's a lot of this going within, internalizing many things, going through some sort of really reflection that's taking place at this time. Your challenge is the 10 of Cups. Okay. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Hermit. Okay. So your biggest challenge here, Scorpio, is the 10 of Cups. Happiness. Happiness. That's what you want. That's a big part of your challenge, right? A lot of you want to just feel happy. That's it. Happiness, emotional fulfillment, emotional closeness. A lot of you are saying, when am I going to be happy, right? And the message here for you is to start being happy now. Start being happy now. Do not allow yourself to be delayed from your happiness. This is going to be a big part of your challenge. We're going to clarify your challenge and get more information in a moment. Now, in the recent past, you have the 3 of Wands, you have the 9 of Wands, and the 9 of Swords. So in the recent past, there was a lot of worry here in the past about a situation that you were involved in. Okay. And this worry that you had in the past had a lot to do with something in your life that you were trying really hard to make work. You were really trying to make this situation work. There could have been a lot of really just this tired feeling of trying to constantly make something work here in the past. And I think one of the things that really was connected to this constant worry and fear was the fact that a lot of you didn't know what was going to happen for you in the future. There was a strong emphasis here on focusing on the future, focusing on really moving into this new direction. It's almost like many of you felt stuck in the past. Okay. And we're going to talk more about that when we clarify for you in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the 6 of Pentacles, you have the Page of Wands, and you have the 7 of Pentacles. So in the present moment, I do strongly feel that you are planning to move into a new direction. Some of you are moving, you are planning to move into a new direction. You are starting possibly something new and great is happening for you. I think this move, this change that you are going through is really helping you to reevaluate your current situation. Okay. There's a lot of generosity in here. Some of you are supporting somebody in the present moment with the 6 of Pentacles. We're going to see how this ties into everything when we clarify. In the near future, you have the Queen of Swords, the Emperor, and you have the King of Wands. So in the near future, there is 2 people here. Okay. This could be somebody that you're dealing with. Maybe this is you and someone else. If you've been dating somebody or you've been anticipating dating somebody, I feel like in the near future, when it comes to you and this person, there's a lot of stability that's coming in with the Emperor. There's a lot of this grounded energy, and possibly because you are choosing to move into a new direction in the present moment, it's going to change your whole entire future. It's going to change the trajectory and everything that's happening for you in the near future. So let's get into your reading. Let's clarify all the cards. Let's see what's going on for you. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have, or this is really what's happening now or what is coming into your life. But ultimately, I feel like this is something that you have been going through. I don't know why I'm getting that. Usually this is what you don't see coming. But I feel like many of you are in this hermit energy. Okay. You've really been spending a lot of time contemplating things on your own. And I think because you have been reevaluating your life and just really taking the time out to go within and really check on yourself, a new opportunity is coming in. Okay. And some of you are attracting someone who's really, really very much connected to marriage material. There's somebody here that's coming into your life that if you're single, they may be interested in committing to you if that's something that you're looking for. Okay. So let's clarify your challenge. And your challenge is the 10 of Cups. So let's clarify the 10 of Cups. Okay, so the 10 of Cups is clarified by the 4 of Pentacles, the Death, and the 6 of Swords, okay? So your biggest challenge here, Scorpio, has a lot to do with recognizing that in order for you to be happy, because some of you are asking this question, Monica, what do I have to do to be happy? How can I get to this place of feeling emotionally fulfilled within myself? And I think one of the things that I've been talking about now for the past few weeks on the channel is how we are going through a new cycle. A new cycle is coming, and May is going to be the last month of life as we know it. It's going to be the last idea of what we see as life now, because things are going to change. It is going to happen differently for all of us, but I think for you, I think you're very well aware that a cycle is closing out for you. And something here is changing on a very deep level. How is it changing? It's changing in a way where there's a situation that you're involved in. A lot of you are moving away from the situation. You're disconnecting completely. I feel like this is a good thing that you're doing this, because it's very evident that something specifically in your life right now is transforming and it's changing. Your biggest challenge here is to let go of the idea of happiness that you believe in right now, to possibly move towards something that is going to make you even more happier. And a lot of you may not see this right now. You may not realize that when you do disconnect from this situation and you move on to have a new beginning, which is what a lot of you are doing right now in the present moment, you are going to get even closer to your happiness. Some of you have already done this. You've moved away from something here that you know is really not good for you. It's very clear that it's over and it's done. So this move that you're making over the next few days, the next few weeks, is really going to cater to your happiness. It's really going to add more happiness into your life. Now, for some of you that are finding this challenging to accept an ending and to move on, the more you hold on to this thing that you know is done, that's over, you're actually wasting time by not moving towards what truly makes you happy and what truly matters. I recommend checking out the number 955. I'm seeing that on the clock. I feel like there's a very important message here from your angels, from your guides about 955. So if someone can comment below what 955 means for Scorpio, and then I can pin it to the comment section so that you have a better idea, because I really do strongly feel, Scorpio, here, there's definitely something here about moving away. It's been very difficult for you to move away from a situation. You're worried that you're never going to be happy again. You're worried that you need to cling essentially onto this ending because you think that by clinging onto it, it's not going to come to an end, right? This is my only idea of what happiness is. Whereas what Spirit's saying there's something way better for you that's coming in. There's something way better that's coming in for you. So that's going to be your challenge, accepting an ending and moving on towards something that's going to give you even more happiness. Okay. So that's going to be a big part of your challenge first week of May. Now let's talk about the recent past. Now, in the recent past, Scorpio, something was bothering you on a very deep level. I feel what was bothering you has a lot to do with a specific person that you were dealing with that you were really uncertain about, okay? For many of you, you could have been dating somebody, dealing with somebody here in the past. You may have felt very strongly in the past that you were in love. You were in love. You loved somebody here. You connected with them on a deep level. However, there may have been inconsistencies in love with this person. There may have been uncertainty from you about this connection. I don't know if this connection is really for me. I do feel like I'm in love with this person. I feel like a very strong connection with this person, but I just don't know 100% if this is for me. And this is what many of you were worried about here in the past when it came to your love life. Now you have the Three of Wands, and the Three of Wands is clarified by the Devil. You have the King of Swords, and you have the Fool. So in the recent past, in a way, you were forced to have a new beginning. You may have came to the conclusion that in order for you to be happy, it's very important that you take the time to have a new beginning. And a lot of you got really clear on what this new beginning would look like for you in the past. A lot of you wanted to move forward in the past towards a new goal, a new project. And that was the perfect timing here in the past, especially when things started to get very toxic for you. I do believe that there was a lot of controlling energy here in the past. You were maybe dealing with somebody who was very controlling on the relationship, very controlling on your movements here. And a lot of you wanted to free yourself from this situation in the past. Okay, that's what I'm getting. It was a very toxic situation in the past with you and a specific person that you were dealing with. Many of you have been trying to make something work in the past. It's been very draining on your energy. You've been trying and trying and trying. I do feel that a situation in the past was not for you. It wasn't for you. It wasn't healthy for you. And you may have felt like you weren't appreciated in this situation here in the past. Now, in the past, there was an opportunity for you to set things right in your life. I do feel justice was served. You had an opportunity to maybe end this cycle here in the past and move on towards a new direction here in the past. Okay, so many of you needed to disconnect from something here in the past because it just wasn't in alignment with you and your needs. Okay, now in the present moment, you're moving into a new direction. Congratulations. A lot of you are happy. A lot of you are saying, yes, my opportunity is coming in. There's a new direction that you're moving into. Let's clarify all the cards and let's get all the details for you, Scorpio. Okay, so let's talk about the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is my reevaluation card. It's when we start to really think about where we've came from and where we're at right now in the present moment. You have the Seven of Swords, the Eight of Swords, and the Empress. Remember, the Eight of Swords came popping out of your reading at the first moment when I started to shuffle. This has a lot to do with your emotions, okay? I'm really getting that, Scorpio. There's something here about your emotions, your mind. I think one of the things that you are really looking at right now is, you know, do you trust certain people? Do you trust certain situations in your life? The Seven of Pentacles with the Eight of Swords and the Seven of Swords. A lot of you feel right now alone. There's a feeling of, I feel alone. I don't feel supported. I feel like people are just coming into my life to take advantage of me. One of the things that's going to be really important during this change, this move that you're making, is to nurture yourself. It's going to be really, really, really important. I know a lot of you have very high expectations from other people, but nurturing yourself, loving yourself, making sure you're okay is going to be super, super important if you haven't done that already. The reason why a lot of you are moving away from a situation in the present moment, and I see, by the way, the Page of Wands twice. So one of the reasons why you're moving away right now in the present moment is because there's something here that's really toxic. It's really affecting your confidence. It's really affecting your ability to truly believe and trust in people. I do feel in the present moment that this move, this change is needed. There's been a lot of conflict connected to your home life, a relationship. Maybe there's been some bickering back and forth with you and specific people. So going away and disconnecting from the situation is really going to help you. And this is why the Hermit is here in terms of what you don't see coming. It's going to help you to center yourself, to really get clear on where your life is going right now. Sometimes things happen in life where there's a lot going on. There's a lot of pressure. There's a lot of changes. Now, of course, your ruler your ruler Pluto is in Aquarius and it's squaring the sun in Taurus, okay? Which is your partnership area of your chart if you're a rising Scorpio. So I feel there's some tension here in the present moment. It's really helping you to realize why you need to have a new beginning, why you need to move into a new direction. This conflict, this arguments, it's really been stressing you out. I do feel when you decide to completely move into a new direction, someone from your past that you've been waiting to hear from is going to reach out to you. This is a person from your past. Okay, we see this with the 8 of Wands and the 6 of Cups. There's somebody here from your past that's trying to reach out, or maybe you're trying to reach out to this person here in the present moment. So a lot of you right now with the 6 of Pentacles, there's a lot of generosity that's taking place in the present moment. And I feel like this is connected to someone from your past. So to really make sense of things here in the present moment, what's going to help you to feel more at ease with what's taking place in your life is really following through with this new beginning. It's going to allow you to disconnect from a conflict that's happening at home or happening within a relationship. It's going to give you the chance to nurture yourself. And it's also going to give you the necessary space that you need in order to be more in this place of tranquility, right? To revisit an issue from the past or revisit a person or situation from your past that was really crazy here that happened. It's gonna require you to be in this place of being and feeling okay in the moment. And that's why you're disconnecting, okay? It's a process, right? So I feel like when you follow through on this, it's going to benefit the other aspects and areas of your life, okay? And that's confirmation for many of you because many of you are already doing this and it's just simply confirmation. Now, let's talk about the near future. Now, in the near future, there's 2 energies here. I feel this has a lot to do with a specific person that you have been dealing with. I see you moving on from this situation in the near future. And by you moving on from this situation, not only are you going to be able to satisfy yourself, but you're going to be able to find that stability that you've been looking for. The Emperor is very stable. The Emperor is very established. And in the near future, it's very clear that something here doesn't work for you anymore. I see a breakup, maybe a breakup with a specific friend, a specific partner. And a lot of you are choosing to move on your own, and you're moving on to focus on yourself. And by you moving on and focusing on yourself, it's going to bring that stability that you've been looking for in your life. The Queen of Swords is here in the near future, and she is clarified by the 3 of Swords, the Magician, and the Page of Pentacles. So in the near future, there is an opportunity that is coming in for you. This opportunity is something that you've manifested and you've created. A lot of you no longer are letting or allowing a painful incident or situation that happened to you, possibly in your past or even in the present moment, to be carried over in the near future. A lot of you are recognizing and realizing to overcome the pain that you've been experiencing, okay, in the near future. What you're doing is you're creating some sort of new project, or you're doing something new here. And it's going to help you to really transmute the painful energy that you've had. In other words, you're looking at the situation in the near future from a logical perspective rather than an emotional one. Even though you're an emotional sign, you're Scorpio, you're a water sign, you're realizing that by being sad and being angry about the situation isn't going to serve you. What's going to serve you is taking this energy and starting and planting a new seed. So you're starting something new. Could be a project, a new course, a new business. You're starting something new here. And this is what's helping you to move on from this pain. One of the things that I see is a very important person that's coming into your life. You have the King of Wands, and the King of Wands is a fire energy, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Somebody's coming in to help you. I see an apology for some of you if this has anything to do with the painful experience that you went through. You are able to completely possibly forgive this person and accept maybe the pain that they've put you through. And I see a very cooperative energy here in the near future. So this person who's coming in, there's an opportunity to collaborate, cooperate, which is going to be very, very important for you, because after you reflect, After you go into this reflection mode, some of you have already been doing this, some of you are in the process of doing this. When you start to reflect on your life and why certain things happened in your life, a lot of you are going to realize how much power and control you have over the situation. There could have been situations that you were involved in, Scorpio, where you felt, I'm not in control of this situation. I don't feel like I have the control over this. But you do, in a way, have control over it. And I think a lot of you are realizing now that you've moved into a new direction, especially in the present moment, it's really helping you to get clear on what your next moves are going to be. And your next move that is coming in, it actually is an opportunity, because you've actually taken yourself out of a situation that really hasn't been supporting your well-being. So I think that's what you're learning this week. You're learning that, okay, it's okay that I moved away from the situation. It's okay that I put myself in a different environment so that I can really make sense of my life here, so I don't feel the pressure that I've been feeling. And that's why your challenge here is the Six of Swords, because you're moving away from something that you know is done. And most importantly, you're moving towards a situation that is actually in connection to your happiness. Okay. So as hard as it is to let go of this situation, it may be very much needed for you to get back to this place of fulfillment. So let's get some advice for you, Scorpio. What is the advice? Your biggest piece of advice is the King of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Page of Swords. So your biggest piece of advice here, Scorpio, is to recognize what is going to make you feel fulfilled and happy in your life. What is going to make you feel grounded? What is going to make you feel stable in your life? This is where research has to come in. This is where reading, finding information. This is about you really connecting to getting the right information to get you into this place of feeling happy and stable again. So this week is all about practicality, taking the practical steps, getting the information, and then implementing that information. And when you go about doing things from a practical standpoint, instead of doing them from a standpoint of fear, worry, stress, jumping into things without really doing the research, that's when things don't go the way that you want them to. Remember, you're a fixed sign. You're a Scorpio. You are somebody who is very fixated in everything that you do. So make sure that anything that you are doing, it's deliberate and it's done from a practical and logical standpoint. Because when you go about doing things like that, there's more of a chance of you receiving and finding stability instead of rushing into something without thinking about it, okay? This is going to be a big, big, big part of your advice. Doing things from a practical perspective, doing them from a logical perspective, so that you can bring and maintain stability in your life, because this is what you are looking for right now. This is what you want, the stability, okay? So this is what I have for you, Scorpio. I hope this reading helped. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.